Thank you for joining our webinar this morning. Today, we plan to talk all about how data plays into the larger topic of digital transformation. I have Jon Mitchell with us. He's the Director of Data Services here at Infused Innovations. His role is helping clients with data integration and migration, as well as driving business intelligence from data assets throughout their digital transformation.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Melissa. It's a pleasure to be here and chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Jon, can you tell us exactly how does data drive digital transformation and help clients drive the highest business value throughout their digital transformation journey?
Well, one of the core strategies in a digital transformation is to ensure that you are using current and historical data to help drive business decisions. Now, during a digital transformation, many companies will realize that data is often being stored in legacy systems and is siloed. And due to the siloed data, you aren't able to get that full 360-degree view of your customers or even some of your internal departments. During this migration to digital transformation, the goal is to bring all this data together into new software and systems in order to better drive business decisions using business intelligence and analytics.
Oh, awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about how we can help drive performance and success while using data? So what should we be measuring and where?
Well, that's a great question, Melissa. See, data drives the intelligence required to make better business decisions. We learn as much from our past mistakes as we do from key metrics that drove our successful customer engagements. The benefits go beyond strategic decision making. Operational data feeds can lower costs and gain efficiencies, where market data analysis can pinpoint where to set up a new branch or launch a new product. And customer behaviors can identify traits that identify upsell opportunities as well as risk of churn. If you state a business objective, most likely a combination of internal data and third-party data, which you can get from outside compilers, will help the decision-making process. I mean, of course, this could vary between company to company and industry to industry. It's all about figuring out the right KPIs, or the key performance indicators, that drive your business. A retail company might rely heavily on transactional data and data enrichment or demographic depends, where a manufacturing company may focus more on logistics and inventory. In a retail sense, knowing what someone has bought in the past can help drive marketing efforts to suggest the right message to send to a customer to drive a new purchase. Or knowing how long it's been since a customer has purchased or interacted with you can also help drive the correct message at the right time. So there's just many ways that it can help drive success using data.
Absolutely. It's important to understand client behavior so that you can strategize on your marketing moving forward. Can you tell us a little bit about what these business analytics dashboards can tell us? So what does this dashboard look like from the client perspective, and how can it help them drive business value?
Well, the dashboards can be shared throughout your organization, whether through web services. But one of my favorite features about dashboards is the ability to get a quick overview of your KPIs and be able to make faster data-driven decisions. From these dashboards, you can then dive deeper into business intelligence reports in order to gain further insights from your data sets. For example, maybe someone's interested in just seeing your year-to-date sales, and then that's just one KPI card on a dashboard. From there, you can click in and say, well, what's driving these sales? What products? What sales reps? What regions? And then you can see where some areas are doing really well, some are doing bad. But the dashboard overall is just to get a quick overview site of, like I said before, the key performance indicators to make quick decisions. And you can set a lot of times thresholds, whether inventory is getting low or too high, you need to sell in different areas. But it just gives you a very quick overview of your key performance indicators.
Awesome. And that's important for any business, really, truly, to understand what's going on, what's working, what's not working. So, Jon, as you work with customers and you identify how data can drive that transformation, what are some of the common challenges that your clients run into, or what ways are you helping them start that journey?
That's another great question. Well, you see, digital transformation isn't just about implementing new technologies and tools or having the right data to help drive decisions. An actual big part of digital transformation is your company's culture. To successfully move into the digital world, you have to have employees as well as leaders that are willing to accept change, challenges, and even failures at times. This can be very difficult for companies that have been working with the same technologies and legacy systems year after year and just get so stuck in the daily routines. But if you have a team of people that are willing to make this transformation, that's your starting point. More generally speaking, once a company has made the commitment to enter a digital transformation, the first challenge is mostly mapping the data, as I said before, from the various siloed areas of the business to the new environment. Key historical data has to be saved and transformed into an actionable database that provides a 360-degree view of your customers and also internal operations. Then I would say the second challenge is providing the reporting and the views to help the key day-to-day decisions, just like we talked about with the dashboards a little bit earlier. The third challenge is remote customer access. That allows employees to accomplish their tasks with secure access to the data. As we know, currently, many people need to work remotely, and we need to make sure that data is secure and easy to access as well.
Absolutely. And on that topic, we hear a lot about the necessity of having a clean set of data. Can you explain what this means and how it may or may not limit the scope of what a client can do?
Well, Melissa, clean data generally means that it is standardized in a manner that all systems can access with a universal data structure. How up to date the data is, if you don't have systems that refresh the data in real time, then you're dealing with a snapshot of what was true at one time, but not maybe necessarily true today. So there's many different definitions for clean data, but generally it's just standardized and to drive better business intelligence.
Absolutely. I mean, that makes sense that time would be a variable in affecting the cleanliness of your data. And while we're on the topic of clean data and data structure, let's talk a little bit about data governance. So can you tell us what this is and why it also matters?
Data governance is the set of rules that an organization sets for the security, the storage, the formats, and the types of data in a given system. It's basically the formal maintenance of all customer and internal data assets. This could be setting read and write privileges, who can view certain sets of data, and where different data can be moved throughout the organization, whether it's putting sensitivity labels on them or just straight not letting areas see them, basically. A role-based data governance.
Awesome. Okay, those are great examples. Thank you, John. So overall, I know companies can get overwhelmed with where to start. There's so much to do in that digital transformation journey and it can be overwhelming. So can you tell us what is the most effective way for a company to start on their master data journey?
All companies and organizations have their own vision and version of a data journey. It is always tied to the goals of the company to include growth, development, customer satisfaction, and financial strength. To determine your data journey, first identify your long-term goals. Prioritize and then decide, what do I need to know to get there? Do I have client data or successful competitors that I can use as a reference? Almost all business cases are driven by data analysis.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, John, for giving us an idea of the many goals and directions a company can aim towards with their data. Can you tell us, John, about the key elements of data that clients should focus on most?
Well, there are internal data elements such as transactions and purchase dates that can drive cross-sell opportunities, and there are external demographics that help us to understand key characteristics of our customers. These attributes drive analytics so clients can focus on consumers or businesses that most likely will have a need for their product or services.
Thank you again, John, for chatting all about making data-driven decisions for digital transformation. It was so great to have you on here with us.
Anytime. Thank you for having me, Melissa.
If you'd like to learn more about making data-driven decisions for digital transformation, contact us for a quote. You can head over to our website at infuseinnovations.com or shoot us an email at info@infuseinnovations.com. Thank you for listening.